everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for this look. It's a very intense dramatic smoky eye with a pop of color. So let's just jump in. So first, I'm going to sip some water. So today I'm going to be using some sticky tape to help create a sharp line. This is one of my favorite tricks. I've used it in videos before, and it's just going to keep the look very clean and easy. You want to take your time with this step and really make sure that you have your tape lined up evenly. That way it makes the look a lot easier afterwards, so you don't have to go and even them out. So now we're just priming our eyes. I'm taking the MAC's paint pot in soft ochre, just blending it out with a brush, and then I found I put a little bit too much, so I took my finger and kind of blended it out a little bit more. You don't want to use too much of this product because it can cake up a little bit, so just a thin coat just to cover up any imperfections and to help your eyeshadows last a little bit longer. Here I'm going in with Nars Laguna bronzer. I love this shade, but unfortunately it's just a touch too light for my skin tone to use as a bronzer or a contour shade. So what I use it for is an eyeshadow, and it works really well. So I just take a fluffy brush and blend that into the crease in the upper crease. And what this is going to do is really help keep our eye look warm and not as harsh, since we are going to be using very intense, dark, more cool tone shadows as well. And just so you guys know, this is sped up a little bit, just so you guys can really see how long I blend for, but yeah, I don't blend this quickly, I wish. Here I'm taking the shade Envy from Makeup Geek, and I'm going to start by applying this color on the outer V and slowly buffing the color into the lower crease. I'm not going to take this above the Laguna shade because you will risk looking like you have a black eye. So to get a little bit more precise with the crease area, we're going to take a pencil brush and take that same shade from Makeup Geek and drag it all the way to the inner corner, and just keep going back and forth until you get the intensity that you want. It will look a little bit like a cut crease, but we will blend it out afterwards. So here I am blending it out with a little bit more of that Laguna shade, just so it keeps it looking still soft in that crease area. And now we're just going to do the same exact steps on the other eye. Can we just take a moment to admire how beautiful this shadow is? It's Houdini by Makeup Geek. It's one of their foiled shadows. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking a flat shader brush and I'm going to spritz it with some MAC Fix Plus, and I'm just going to tap it onto the eyelid. Sorry, I go a little blurry for a second. But yeah, if you don't have MAC Fix Plus, that's okay. You can use eye drops. It does the exact same thing. And you can also use your finger as well. Applying with your finger will get the most pigmentation, but I decided to try not to be as messy and use a brush. So once I have the amount of eyeshadow that I want on the actual lid, I kind of go into the crease and blend out a little bit. And here I am taking the same Envy shadow and blending it into the crease even more. As you can see also, there's going to be a lot of fallout and a lot of excess shadows on that tape, and you will, once you remove that tape, all of that will disappear, and it's amazing. Best trick in the world. And of course, you know we have to go back in with Laguna and blend out again in the upper crease, and making sure that all the shadows are kind of seamless even though they are the same color. Moving on, we're going to add some dimension to the look. You can take any dark brown and black shade that you have. I'm taking these two, Serious and Sleek, from the Balm the Nudes palette. I'm starting with the dark brown shade and taking a defined pointed blending brush and pushing that product right up against the tape line in the outer V. Once you're finished with the brown shade, you're going to take the black shade and do the exact same thing, but taking it less into the lid space than the brown. Here we're going to take off the tape and voila! You are left with a clean, sharp edge. It's amazing. You don't have to worry about cleaning up and being too precise with your eyeshadows, especially when working with really dark ones. So I did try and fill my eyeliner, but my camera shut off. So that is done now. And we're moving on to the face. So here I am, I'm going in with the Makeup Forever Skin Equalizer Primer in Smoothing. I just put this on my T-zone areas where I get the most oily and want to minimize my pores. Now for foundation today, I decided to mix two of them. I wanted to try out this deluxe sample of the new Makeup Forever HD foundation, but I knew it looked a little bit dark for me, so I mixed it with a lighter shade of L'Oreal True Match. I also decided to test out the Real Techniques face sponge, and I'm impressed by both of these items. They're amazing. The sponge is literally an exact dupe for the Beauty Blender, like exactly the same. It's crazy. This video is just full of favorites. I'm using my favorite drugstore concealer right now, and it's called the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Camouflage Corrector. And I'm just putting that in all the typical areas. As you can see, I sped up this part. I'm just blending it out with my Real Techniques sculpting brush, and then I actually go in afterwards to kind of get rid of any excess product that I put on with the sponge. I'm setting with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette in the shade Banana, and I also mix it a little bit with the vanilla shade because I didn't want it to be overly bright under my eyes. And I actually really liked that vanilla shade. It was my first time using it. Brows, I did the same old, so I kind of sped this up a lot just so you guys could see quickly what I'm doing. I'm contouring with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette with Havana. Really taking my time with this and sculpting out my cheekbones. With such dramatic eyes, I wanted to pair it with more dramatic cheekbones. I turn my brush to the side more to get more of a defined look. And I also bring it up to the temples, hairline, chin, and under the jawline as well. For blush, I wanted a more subtle shade, nothing too pink to take away from the eyes, so I went with Milani's Baked Blush in Luminoso, and I put a light amount onto the cheeks and blended it backwards towards my ears. And now for the best part, you know I love highlighting, so I'm taking Becca's highlighter in Moonstone, and it's so beautiful, so I really packed it on. So hitting the cheekbones, tops of the cheekbones, I mean, numerous times, and above the brows as well, and also on the tip of my nose and the Cupid's bow. To complete the eye look, I'm just going to take the same black and brown shadows as before and push them up against the lash line. A little bit of Laguna on a precise blending brush. I'm going to smoke that lash line out so it's not too harsh under the eyes. For lips, I'm taking the NYX Retractable Lip Liner in Nude. I struggled so much to find a lip shade, I changed it probably 5 times, so I was really excited when I finally found the winner. So I took Velvet Teddy by MAC, which is more of a darker nude, but I ended up loving the way it looked with the eyes, so I was really excited that I finally found the one that I wanted. After that, your look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. My next video will be a Halloween look, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Bye guys!